Hello, hello, uh-oh.
It was just weird for a second.
Ah. Okay, I'm trying to get... My phone is telling me I need to orient it better or some crap. YouTube is so sensitive. This is real life. Ugh. Okay, it's getting better. Hey, hello. Oh, thank you, Outfed. Nuclear Moon, welcome, welcome. Douglas Day, what's up? Oh, Goober DD. It's me, Doug Muck. I wasn't sure what to draw, so I drew this fellow. He's a smarmy rabbit. Okay, Gang Mario Bros. I was like, I think this, yeah. I think you were on here as Gang, no, you've been on here as Gang Mario Bros, obviously a bunch. But I think you were on here as Goober DD before, one other time. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to draw. I missed, I couldn't stream yesterday because we ended up just working. But it worked out because that means I didn't have to work. What song is that? Today. Work. I don't know. But I am like crazy because we did the craft fair and we were like worked way late into the night last night for the craft fair and for the job. And now it's tonight. And obviously the craft fair was today, so we worked. Angry Bird from Angry Birds. I could draw, like, I could make up an Angry Bird. I know they're like circles because they get thrown. I've played Angry Birds once. I played another game that was a lot like Angry Birds before Angry Birds came out. I forget what system it was on. It was very fun. This is what I think an Angry Bird looks like. Is this accurate? Broken up one. Let's see. Yeah, let's look. Let me look up the Pokemon. Hang on. Do Angry Birds have feet? I'm gonna give him just like this is what I imagine an Angry Bird looks like. Imagine is a strong word, but oh, let me give him an angry eyebrow. That's how you know he's angry. Let me look up Mega Pincer. Mega Pincer. I did not. I haven't checked out anything. I literally got off the stream and oh, hey Goblin. Thank you, Douglas Day. I do remember. Oh no, that's terrible, Goober. I mean, Mario Gang, that would break my heart if I love the Grinch. I love a lot of Seuss's stuff. I think he's really good. What's his name? His real name? Got like Geisel. Oh, I don't think we're doing Mega Pincer. I think that's too much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do the Grinch. Regular Grinch? Yeah, let's do Susie and Grinch. We'll do original Seuss Grinch. Yeah, I haven't checked out anything. Literally since the stream since I was last streaming, I've done nothing but work, which is fine, but it's just, it just is what it is. Grinch is my spirit animal. Hell yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like, it's not too difficult for me. It's too, I don't want to do it right now. It's like a lot. It's got a lot going on, and I'm not, I'm trying to do like, weird stuff. All right. So I haven't read the book The Grinch in a long time. But I know well, a lot of Seuss's stuff. Hang on. I'm going to go a little bit smaller so we can fit more of him on the page. A lot of Seuss's stuff. Seuss is one of my favorite all-time artists. I studied his political cartoons. I really like his whole style, and he's inspired my style. So it's fun to draw Seuss's stuff. Oh, Timothy? Oh, bye, baby shark. Theodore. Yeah, not Timothy. Ted Geisel. That's his name. He said he hated kids. Dr. Seuss was never meant to be a kids artist. He was a political cartoonist and a writer. He wrote some cartoons for, he wrote for the Army. He wrote cartoons for the Army, like Private Snafu. And Shelby? And somebody bet him that he couldn't write. He was like, kids' books are easy. And they were like, you can't write a kid's book using only this many words. Like, we're trying to hire somebody to do it, and we just can't. So, like these are people who are, like, good writers. You're just, you write cartoons. And, like, yeah, he writes adult cartoons. It's not like he was trying to get him to do this so he could hire him to do the job. He thought he could do it. That was the thing, right? But, biblically accurate angel. That I'm gonna put that on the list. We'll see. That's not a no. We'll look up the actual description. We'll look up one of the actual descriptions, right? I think that'll be the way to go for that. Okay, let me erase some of these guidelines because I didn't end up using them. Man, I think about drawing a biblically accurate angel. Draw Bob the tomato from VeggieTales. I don't know, but we'll put it on the list. And so he bet Seuss you couldn't write like a good kids book that only uses, like, I don't know, the 50 most common words or something. And Geisel's like, bet. And he writes one. And I think he writes Green Eggs and Ham. I think that's the first one. And I think he won the bet, which he got like a couple $100. And then he started publishing books. And he was like, this is easy and it's good money. It was better money than publishing cartoons. Oh, I've never really watched what's it called? VeggieTales. I love how he does the Grinch's fingers. They just kind of like end in fuzz. Like instead of having fingertips or nails, it's just like the fur grows out of them. This is when I think about the Grinch, I think about his like furry fingertips and his furry feet. I don't know why. He has like sometimes he has like this. Oh, salad fingers. Yeah. Oh my God, salad fingers. Oh, word. Hmm. Yeah, we'll look up like a description of an angel from the Bible. And then he just has like a big. That's why I like Seuss, man. It's just like nice, straightforward. It's not quite like rubber hose, but this is the same way that I draw my cartoons. I wonder why. Like, I don't wonder why. This is exactly why. Like, I draw my cartoons in large part because Seuss draws his cartoons like this. Welcome back, Nasir. I'm trying to think. I definitely. So my wife and I, we used to laugh at the most ridiculous things. I'm trying to think of anything that we used to laugh at. One time we were sitting and eating sandwiches, and she said, "Do you ever think about laughing?" And then we laughed for like 20 minutes. We just nonstop. Okay. I am tired. This is the tiredest I've ever been on stream. So if I'm a little punchy, I can draw a biblically accurate angle. What? Okay, I'm looking for biblical description of an angel. Bible verses. I don't want illustrations. I want to see it without an illustration. 30 Bible verses for describing angels. Yeah, I wanted a Tamagotchi so bad. Okay, Nuclear Moon, I have this problem all the time. I have boxes of old drawings. Like, even just the week I've been here on vacation, I have like a big stack of papers that I've been on not vacation, on work work travel, I have a big stack of papers from all like the streams and the drawings and everything. Yeah, so they found there was Tamagotchis, and there was this hack that went around as a rumor that you could do, and I forget what it was, that you could speed up time or whatever. Yeah, sketchbooks definitely help with that. And basically like control time in a more easy way by like using the buttons. I don't remember. But it was this like rumor that went around and people were like, "No, I saw it." And then they found out that it really was there really was a hack for it, and you could like unscrew the back and then use a pencil to like color in a line, and then it was like hacked. It was like an Easter egg that they put into the physical hardware. That just says ministering spirits. That's not helpful. Not helpful. Heavenly host. Yeah. Okay, we can do, what is it? Isaiah 6:2. Each with 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces. With 2 they covered their feet. And with 2 they were flying. 6 wings. So if we assume a general human shape, we gotta go smaller if we're gonna fit the whole guy. We'll do 6 heads, which is like in between. We'll do 7 heads, which is like regular. Okay. With 2 they were flying. So these wings are them flying. Hang on, we need more space. We need more space. Let me use my sketchy pencil. Okay. Well, if these are the shoulders, that's the spine, then the 2 wings here to cover their faces. I mean, I can't, like, how many people have, like, read this verse and been like, huh, what are they talking about? Like, hundreds at the very least, but thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people over the years have read these words in different languages and been like, how can they do it? Yeah, both of those are great tropes, right? Like the angel with scars where their wings should be. That's like really lovely, really um powerful. And then separately, like any person with the like the blind samurai or somebody who's blind um with the blindfold over their eyes, but they don't have eyes. Also, like a great historical trope. So sometimes I wonder about this, right? And so you know how like things can move so fast, they appear to be in more places than once. Yeah. There I saw a skit the other day where the person was like, I forget what it was, like on a YouTube channel, one of those I think Australian YouTube comedy sketch channels. And it was like this person only knew Kids Bop songs. And it was pretty fun. So like sometimes I wonder, what if instead of it being 6 wings, it's one set of wings, but they're moving so fast that the person who was looking at them was like, oh yeah, that's 6 wings. That's the only way. Like, it was doing all these different things. How could it be anything but 6 wings? And then also sometimes you get somebody who does like the translating, and they're like, yeah, it says 6 wings in English, but really those were feathers, or like that, like this word like in Hebrew could mean these, or like whatever it was written in. Sometimes it's Hebrew, some it's like Saramaic, right? No, not Saramaic. I can't remember. Aramaic. Is that right? You know, there's ancient languages, and sometimes the translations that we get from like the King James Bible, which is one of the original big English translations, are um, influenced by the time. No, I think it's old. It's not Arabic. I think it's older. It's gosh, because what is the language that like Jesus spoke? We don't know, but the language that we think he spoke. I'm trying to think. If you were flying, would your legs be straight out? Probably not. Bent at the knee, maybe like held back like that. It doesn't matter. We're not going to see this anyway because it's going to be covered by the last set of wings. Okay. Aramaic. Yeah, I think that's what I was saying, but it sounded weird in my ears. So one of my favorite Chinese food restaurants is getting kicked out of the place they've been in for like 30 years. It's not one of. It is my all-time favorite Chinese food restaurant is getting kicked out of the place they've been in for like 30 years, and it's sad. Yeah. It is. I don't know. There's no other Chinese food restaurant compares. I've lived a bunch of places besides here, and I've always tried the Chinese food, and I'm always like, eh. And then I stopped getting it because it just doesn't compare. The Chinese food we had when growing up was like out here was so freaking good. Like, I don't think it's just because this is the Chinese food I had growing up, although I wouldn't doubt that that's part of it. Okay. I'm gonna just like add some wing muscles up here. This would be above the head, just to like make this flapping happen. Sushi is amazing. Buongiorno. Oh, hello. Hello, Michael. Michelle. Michelle. What do we got? So what if I'm gonna give up on the angels soon. I mean, I think this is a pretty good we'll do a little cleanup. Angels are another thing. I was talking about this in the last stream, how like we do not know things, right? And there's this habit in modern scientific discourse, which is like, uh, which is fine. I'm not saying anything bad about modern scientific discourse. I think it's really important. I think it's moved us forward in huge leaps and strides, like in in all sorts of things, quality of life, life expectancy, um, those things especially, and like technology. Some of technology is like magic, and that stuff is all from the modern scientific discourse, like the way science is handled. What is it called? The scientific method, right? Oh, thank you, Douglas. Mario Gang Mario is asking if you watched VeggieTales. Odd Fud. You hear me? I think she can't hear me. Oh, she's answering.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I remember it being on, but I never watched it. It's very Christian. I went to like summer school, like Catholic summer school and stuff, and we never watched it. But we were Catholic, so it might have been like the wrong kind of Christian. What a weird thing. So angels, I think angels fall into there's a couple of categories that I think, like in modern science, if you can explain it, like there's this idea you should assume it's false. And I am fine with that most of the time. But one thing that I think gets a little lost in modern science. Oh, take care, Michelle. Vegemorphs. Oh, was Vegemorphs just like I wonder. I always thought it was like a riff on Transformers because Transformers had like or Animorphs, but Transformers did like Beast Wars and they all turned into animals. And I thought on Arthur, like Veggieformers or Vegemorphs was like a joke on that, but maybe it was a joke on VeggieTales. So like so one thing that I'm not saying, like, right, people are like, oh, I have ESP, I can see the future, I can do this. And science is like, bet, let's do an experiment to see if that's true. And the people say they can do something and then they can't. That seems to prove that they can't do the thing. And I'm with you on that, right? Totally. But then there's some things like when you dream and you're like, oh my God, I had a premonition in my dream. And science is like, no. And you're like, yeah, yes, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we still have an N64. We definitely have a Wii and a Wii U. And we have a Game Boy DS, but I don't think it still works. We had a Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance clamshell, but I think we traded that in finally. I had an old NES, but it got sold. Actually, it got thrown out, which I'm really upset about. I forgot. All right. Yeah, we never had the Switch. We borrowed the Switch for a long time. Oh no, Unknown Planet. I use this to try to prevent some of the oils in my hand. So, for instance, if I take this finger and I rub here, like I do transfer a little bit, but if I take this and rub, it's like way worse. So because I'm rubbing constantly, just lightly on the page, if I do it without the glove, it does this. And if I do it with the glove, we'll flip it over and do it. Do it here. See? Like basically none. So that's why I use the glove. I got it so my hand would move smoothly over a drawing tablet. But then I also use it for here, so it works really good. Let's see, what's next? I'll have to look up what's a mamechi. I'll have to look it up. Oh, we have Bub the Tomato. I say let's do Bub the Tomato. I'm overruling the 8-ball. I don't know where the 8-ball is. I had a neighbor who was like the janitor. He was like the guy who mowed the lawn at the school. And he would always see us like after work, like sitting on the deck cooking dinner because we had a big fireplace on the deck and we would cook dinner on the fire a lot. And he would be like, "What are you guys doing over there? You look like a bunch of lazy tomatoes." And so I always think of you lazy tomatoes. Why? Why were we lazy tomatoes? It doesn't even check out. It doesn't make any sense. What are you doing over there? Y'all a bunch of lazy tomatoes. Oh yeah. I should have in the winter proper. I should have more free time. What? Why did I mess up the eye so bad? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I will check out Hive Wing. I will check out a bunch of stuff. Hive Wing being among them. Oh yeah, that's great, Douglas Day. Yeah, it's cool. It's been growing a lot lately, and even over the holiday, which is like I hear this is the slowest time. Nice goober. Oh, there we go. A veggie tail. Hang on. Where's my colors? We'll do a little red. Red. Okay, we'll do a little green. Larry. Ooh, he has a dill pickle friend? Larry the dill pickle? Let's just draw a pickle. I drew a pickle ornament a while ago for a short, and I really liked it. So let's draw another one. This was like last year. Last Christmas, when I had like under 50 subscribers, I drew a pickle ornament. I keep saying ornament instead of ornament. I don't like any of them. I don't like how that word is said or spelt or sounds. I feel like it needs another consonant somewhere in the middle. like ornament. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. I want ornament. Ornament. No, you've gone back the other way. Okay, yeah, let's just do a regular pickle, non-VeggieTales pickle. He can still be Christian if you want. Adornment. Yeah, that's what I want. Adornment. Because I would say adornment. I would say adornment. Deodorant. Let's just draw deodorant. So, like, you know how, hang on. So, you know how guys' deodorant, maybe you don't know this. So, guys' deodorant is like this shape, right? There's like this thing on the bottom that controls it. And then there's like deodorant. And then if your friend is really quirky, he took a bite out of your deodorant. Or she. I don't know. I'm not your friend. Anyway, so this is guys' deodorant, right? Men's smell stick, I think it's called. I think that's what it's called. And stench stick. Ah, well, and then you have lady stench stick, right? And lady stench stick is like same deal, same deal. Same company, same deal. Your friend doesn't like the taste of this one, so it's all right. Adorable mint. Yeah, but is ornament a shortening or a truncation of adornment? Oh, I'm not fully gay, but thanks a lot, Baby Sharko. Aw. Welcome back. And then you have Lady Stench Stick, right? Like, why is Lady Stench Stick so much skinnier than Men Smell Stick? Is it because, like, are women's armpits really that much smaller than men's armpits? No, right? Like, they're basically the same size. So, like, why, what? I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Tapered? Yeah, Goober's totally right. The only thing that I like, I don't use AI because I think it steals from artists. I don't think, because it steals from artists, right? And people call me not a real artist all the time. That's fine. Like when I wasn't a real artist, that would really hurt my feelings because I really wanted to be a real artist. I'm like, now that I sell work and I'm a real artist, I don't care if people think I'm not, right? That's totally fine. That's your business. Art is subjective. But using gay as an insult is so dumb. Like it first of all, it doesn't make sense. And second of all, like, so what? Right? All right. But it's all right. If somebody's mad and the first thing they do is call me gay, like I don't need that person around me. And also they are immensely silly. Let's do ornament head. Oh man, I learned about a goblin shark today. Super crazy. If Marnie's doing her their Shark a Day December Shark Anatomy 1 a day shark, like goblin shark, man, totally whack. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to be like it's insane. Like I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy work to be homophobic in um 2025. Almost 2026. Yeah. Yeah, I am not I'm also I would say pansexual. Although I don't like even that label. I like being pretty well, I'm practicing this spin lately and I'm like getting it. Uh I like to be label free, but if I had to put a label on it, that's what I would say, pansexual. Ugh. I don't think Marnie is here. Oh yeah, we can draw an adorable mint. Pow. Like what I think an ornament, an adorable ornament would have. Oh, we're gonna do an adorable mint. What is this? This one was just an ornament head. Okay, we're really close. We'll just put a bow tie on him, and then you know it's a head. We'll give him some shoulders, or her. I'm not a doctor. I'm not their psychiatrist. Little buttony doos. There we are. Ornament stick figure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, um yeah, dating is hard. I was just thinking about this because I have not dated in a very long time. I've been with my wife now for like more than a decade. Oh, we should draw a Christmas tree. Happy life, happy wife when you're your own wife. Yeah, yeah. Listen, so many people could benefit from being their own partner or treating themselves like they would treat a partner before like getting into a long-term relationship. So don't like I know you joke, but I think it's also can be really true that uh that it's sort of good to be your own to date yourself. Okay. Shall we get it wrapped up? I guess. We'll have this wrapped up. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. I don't know. I have that stuck in my head for some reason. Oh, I love gorillas. Yeah. Yeah, I think like so especially like hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Language can be crazy because not only does it have to do with like who you're talking to and who's saying it, but also the culture, the sometimes like where you are and when it's appropriate. And like there's so much other stuff like that. And so it's really hard to judge. And I don't think you can really have any hard and fast rules. Although, like, some come close. But mainly, so one thing that I will say is sometimes with language, it's say a slur, right? Say you are a member of the slurred group. I don't want to be specific, so we're just going to go with that. And that's fine, right? And you have a friend who isn't a member of the slurred group, but you are comfortable with them, they are comfortable with you, and in private, you guys have this joke. A little distasteful, sure. Um, but like if you're young, I don't that's I could understand this being a thing, right? Young people especially need to experiment with identity and learn who they are, and this is one way to do that. However, I think it can become problematic if you are using this language in places where people can hear you, which nowadays can be lots of places. And because you might hurt somebody who is not understanding that this is a joke or doesn't understand the context behind this usage. And so that's my 2 cents on that. And it's why I don't use slurs in any situation now as an adult. In even even ones that might apply to me or anything like that. I'd rather be careful and never hurt anyone's feelings and never have anyone hear that I think of that than um than not. But like I said, yeah, there are, you know, everyone's different, culture's different, things like my situation isn't everyone's situation. Oh, I forgot we were going to do adorable mint. How are we going to do this? I got distracted and I just drew mint. This is a peppy mint. I think we got this. I think we got it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I love this guy. It's really nice. You can change the shape of the tip. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do adorable eyes. That's exactly right. That's what I'm erasing for. Okay, here we go. Adorable eyes. Adorable eyes also sounds like turning something adorable to adorableize it. I'm gonna adorableize you.
Why are you saying that? I'm gonna adorableize you.
I don't think I've ever had Whataburger. Dang, I really went ham on the on the pencil too. Because usually I'd be able to erase it, the colored pencil, but I went too far. Yeah, I have a really nice white ink pen that I use when I'm doing inking and I make a mistake. But not with me. I just have my I'll show you my bag. This is everything I bring with me. Some erasers, eraser refills. Here's another eraser. That's my erasers. These are my ink pens. This is my pencils and the pencil refills, and then I bring a pack of colored pencils. Oh, thanks. This is I did this design. I got it as a joke. I made the design just to give it to my cousin as a joke for Christmas because I thought it was hilarious. And then he was like, "That's not for me." And I was like, "Okay." Oh, and a pencil sharpener. So I kept it, and I like it a lot. Yeah, it's a DWIS, lowercase DWIS. Let's see what goes back in the bag. You and you and you, and we'll do you and these. Okay. We just got a letter because we're really smart. Oh no, that's figuring out blue clues. Oh, I don't know Ranboo. I wonder who it's from. We just figured out Blue's Clues. That's from a lady. Yeah. Ah. Ah, a VTuber. I thought about VTuber like creating VTuber things. I've done some skeleton and animation work in that area, and I thought that could be fun to build like VTuber rigs, but I don't think I would do the rigging. I might still do some of the drawing, but I would just pay for somebody to do the rigging. Cause like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it all works. That's the problem. Is I'd have to learn how it works first. I had a little tiny pie for my birthday. It was shaped like a Christmas tree. It was like it kind of looked like an arrowhead. I was like, I'm a pie. That's what it was. Just like this. Actually, I'm an apple pie. Man, I am tired. Oh yeah, the Sega Game Gear was amazing. Oh, okay, okay. I think I have seen him. Thank you, thank you. Today is the Feast of Saint Nicholas. Speaking of Christian things. Okay, what was I gonna draw? Oh, a pickle. Pickle, 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 pickle. I'll do a little gherkin. Gherkin, gherkin, gherkin. Little warts. Are they warts when they're on a pickle, or are they something else? Me neither. Whoa, National Girlfriend's Day. What a birthday. So mine's the Feast of St. Nicholas, which is Santa Claus. And then my name is Chris with a K. And then I look like Santa Claus. So I think that's funny. Also, when I was young, I thought like making toys for people as a job would be so freaking cool. Just a pickle. I am evil Homer. Whoa, so many songs. But then I decided to add eyes to the pickle because we've been turning things into like adorable thing. Like I don't know, we've just been anthropomorphizing things today. Today is a weird stream. It's meant to be like all over the place, crazy stream where we just draw weird stuff. It's not a request stream. Although, you know, I still sometimes do requests even when it's not a request stream. Just ask Baby Sharko. That poor guy. He still thinks it's 1996. Yeah, so I was trying to think like what those little bumps, like what are they? Are they warts? I know pickles definitely have them. All right, let me erase some of these guidelines. I'll erase that bump and that one. I think we'll keep the warts near the top and the bottom. Yeah, we got the mouth. This Trixie. That's the name of the pickle. Citra, no. You know who I was listening to the other day? I had not heard of them before, but they were pretty good. And like an indie pop rock kind of way is Snowcap. I think it's a band with twin sisters. Yeah. Stipples. Oh, nice. Yeah. Water has a flavor because of its ions. So if you had perfectly unionized water, it wouldn't have a flavor. I don't know. It probably still would. Brains are weird. But from what I've read, scientists say water has a flavor because of the ions. The ions in water like are basically just hydrogen atoms, which are basically just little protons. And protons are what bind to your taste buds to give you a sour taste. So water is a little bit sour. Oh, cool. Not which queen? There's so many Queen Marys, right? There's Bloody Mary. There's Mary, Queen of Scots. Mary Tudor. Is she Mary, Queen of Scots then, right? Because she's... Okay, daughter of Henry VIII. So then that is Bloody Mary, isn't it? Because she was afraid everybody was Catholic. Or was she Catholic? Ah, gosh. I don't know British history very good. Who is building this, Douglas Day? Oh, I'd believe it because of the vinegar and the salt. Man, pickles are delicious, and the garlic probably too, because garlic is antiseptic. And a lot of pickles are very garlicky. We just figured out Blue's Clues. Oh, here, I'm gonna do the mouth pink so you can really tell it's a mouth. Oh, there we go. A front-facing car? Oh, sorry. One time we were driving with my friend. We picked him up, and he was in the back seat. And we were like, "Oh, like Oddfoot is much shorter. If you want her to sit in the back, it's fine. Like it'll be okay. Like, so you have enough space. And he was like, no, man, I love sitting in the back car. And now we call it the back car. He was like, what else are we going to do? And we enthusiastically sit in the back car. Now I'm just coloring a pickle. Two. There's two Catherines, yeah. Two Catherines. Ooh, I love olives. I think I like olives more than I like pickles. Yeah, there's Catherine Parr. And then there's Catherine. Who was his first wife also? Is that a Catherine? Or is that a Mary? Ah, they're so confusing. I can tell you divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, alive. Even though it's like annulment, executed.
I still don't know. Oh, Citra. Oh, geez.
Oh, Anne. Anne was his first wife, I think. Okay, it was Catherine of Aragon. Aragorn. Oh yeah, I didn't search Memechi. Whoa, hey, calm down, Mega Pincer. Why is Mega Pincer here? Everything reminds me of Baby Shark Go. Man, people are doing some crazy where you walk and then there's a giant machine that's around you, exoskeleton style, of those. Mechs. People are doing crazy mechs. Whoa. I don't know why I like this pickle so much. Why are you looking at me, pickle? All right, hang on. All right, hang on. What? Hold on. Wait a second. All right. We're just doing like adorable foods. That was like I did a whole series of adorable foods like really really early when I first started selling stuff. They were not this good and I spent way more time on them. All right, yeah, Memechi. I don't know its name. The hypocycloids converted me. Oh, okay. It's like light bulb shaped. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I like it. I like Memechi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just figured out Blue's Clues. Bless you, Odd Fudd. Boom, boom. Over there being a typeholic. That's what you're like. That's you.
No, it's not.
You're like 100 words a minute.
No.
200 words a minute.
No.
It is crazy that people can type 300 words a minute. Like, why? Why though? Why are you doing that? Who are you trying to impress? Bill Gates? Get out of here. Mamechi. What's up, Mamechi? So I switched to Dvorak like so long ago now because I did have carpal tunnel and I couldn't feel my hands. This is real life. And I was like, my doctor was like, you probably need to get the surgery or stop doing all the stuff you're doing that's causing you carpal tunnel. And the things I was doing that were causing me carpal tunnel were using my computer, which I was coding at the time as like a second job. And then the other thing I was doing was working at a coffee shop. And both those things can cause carpal tunnel. And I was like, well, I can't really stop either of those things. Oh. And so I looked up like how do I not get carpal tunnel but still type? And they were like, have you heard of Dvorak? Like your fingers have to move way less if you use Dvorak. And some people say it stops carpal tunnel. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. Because like at that point it was either try that or just get the surgery. And then my doctor was like, yeah, you can get the surgery, but it'll keep happening. So like you also have to stop doing everything. And I was like, okay, but it'll give you like a little bit more time. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I learned Dvorak and I stopped having carpal tunnel problems or like early onset carpal tunnel or whatever. It took a few, like it probably took a little bit more than a year for all my, like to stop having any symptoms. Oh, bye, Douglas Day. Yeah, Dvorak helped a lot. Yeah, the elevated pads. I learned to type without leaning. That helped also. But yeah, Dvorak was huge. My hands move so much less. And now but I used to be able to type easily 90 words a minute QWERTY. And then after I learned Dvorak, the fastest I got for a very long time was 60, which is totally fine. 60 words a minute, it's respectable. But I recently was testing uh, because I was curious about somebody else's typing speed, and I was like, I wonder what mine is. And it's back up in the 90s. So I'm pretty happy about that. Me? My favorite thing about doing the YouTubes. I like one thing that's really cool. That's really true. That's really true. Yeah, yeah. I'm totally with you, Douglas Day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like I've definitely drawn things for Baby Shark before too. So it just seemed like it like really intense for me being like, nah, not today. Today's not a request stream. And he was like, "Wah!" But some people are like that. So better to find out now than later, I guess. All right.
What's your favorite thing about YouTube?
Oh, Jurassic World 95. Yeah, I remember you. Were you here when we drew the Jurassic logo? You were, right? We drew the Jurassic Park logo. My favorite thing about YouTube is probably, I was thinking about this today. Because I do the stream, I get a lot of practice drawing, which is great. I love any practice is good practice, even if you don't do good drawings. And it's really great to get practice doing like drawings that are not like that are requests. Because it makes you so much better, or it's making me so much better. I get a lot of, whoa, this marker is so crazy. It's so slippy. I haven't used this marker very much. This is a, oh, it's a Pigma, so it's by Sakura. But I haven't used this one. I usually use these, which is also by Pigma, by Sakura, right? This is the Pigma graphic. Maybe this is Sakura is the name of the, no, it's Sensei. Sakura is the name of the brand. Yeah, you can see Sakura. But thanks for stopping in, Jurassic World. It's always great to have people stop in. You specifically. You're always great when you stop in. Ooh, you can really go from thin to thick. Yeah, it's very different. The Sensei is very slippy. It's more, it's softer. It's like kind of a mix between a graphic and a brush. I like it. I've been meaning to try it out, but I just haven't. So I think with the graphic, I can get thinner lines more consistently. But this has a certain charm to it that I really like. This might be good for some sort of lettering. I mean, is this good for this? Oh yeah, with lettering. That's what I was thinking too, is you probably got this for me to try with lettering, and I have not been lettering. And this is also a 1 millimeter, so they might make smaller ones, but I like the thickness of this one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess I didn't know this, but I guess he has a well-known fascination with Sharpies. Like, I don't know. I don't. I'm more and more surprised, which feels crazy, but I am more and more surprised by him somehow. All right, what time is it? 11. What time did we start?
It has been 80 minutes.
Okay. We could do another 10 minutes. Yeah. It's a cartoon. So it's like a Japanese cartoon. It's from Tamagotchi. Yeah. Yeah. It's wacky. And then like I don't know. It just feels insane. Although it weirdly is feeling better and better lately. I think like there's more and more pushback, and there's more and more like he's extremely unpopular. He's not quite. I mean, if you took it day by day, if you like averaged out all of his days, he's the most unpopular president of all time. He is not always currently the most unpopular a president has ever been, which is fine. But he's down there with Nixon after Watergate right now. So that's not good. And it's not good for him. It's good for people. And then you have less and less people who are interested in voting for him because they realize that he's not doing what he said he would do. And he's had a lot of time to do what he said he was going to do, and he just is not. And like, I think a lot of people, like, they put up with a lot thinking that it would eventually pay off. And they were expecting. So this happened, like, I say this happened. This has not happened before. But one thing that happened, right, is you will often get let's take all specific things out of the equation, right? And so you will get a party that gets the president elected and then gets control of the House and the Senate, and might also have a favorable judicial branch, right? Which has happened many times, or not many times, but has happened before in American politics. And what should happen then, what you would think would happen then, is that the people who are elected in those positions would do the things that they said they would do to get elected, right? They have no opposition. They can basically pass whatever laws and do whatever they want. Not whatever they want, but, well, who knows nowadays. But then they don't, right? I'm drawing a happy trash can. But then instead, they just don't do the things that they said they were going to do. And at that point, the people who elected them and the people who are part of the parties that elected them are like, the, what do you mean? Because usually they can be like, oh, it's the other people. They got in the way. Sorry, we really wanted to do that thing we said we were going to do, but we couldn't because the other party, oh, dang it. But when there's no one stopping them and they still don't do it, like, it makes you really disillusioned with the party, whichever party, because this has happened to both parties before. It is happening now, right? But it has also happened before. This is not unique. This part is not unique to the current situation. Yeah. So like that does a couple of things. It first of all, it makes people either wake up and pay attention in a way that they really weren't before and go, "Oh, these guys are not who they say they are," right? These people are lying in order to get my vote and to get power. And it also makes people go, "Oh, everything's garbage. I'm not going to participate." Right? Like I tried participating and it didn't matter. And both of those things are happening right now. And both of those things are bad for the current, uh, you know, people. All right. I think that's trash. So I think we'll probably call it there. Might color this in a little bit, but all right, good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. See you next time. I should be doing it tomorrow. Yeah, I think those are great things that would, I think everyone could agree, or most people could agree, would make the people's lives better and the country more profitable and stabler and everything that everyone wants. So, yeah, I'm with you. All right, see you tomorrow.